it is a direct shot at me for making reference to children's programming and making reference to, Disney for what they're doing and applauding them for their accomplishments in the films and the shows and the series that they produce, then so be it. I'll take the abuse on the part of WWE, but I really think that constantly making reference to them right in the middle of your kids campaign after launching the kids magazine and promoting so many positive things for children, I just don't think that it's necessary, and Walt Disney's got to be rolling around in his grave in absolute disgust at the most recent actions of WWE, which I have remained quiet about. There will be a text column posted about this, about my thoughts about WWE bashing on Disney. I just haven't got around to doing it. It's going to be called WWE Constantly Bashing on the Disney Corporation. Look for that in this corner with Jonathan Clarke, because it's going to come out and it's going to emphasize on a lot of important issues and a lot of different topics that WWE have mentioned and made reference to when it relates to Disney. For the meantime, though, you can browse through an extensive collection of articles that have been archived for you that you can also access through Google. As I said, In This Corner with Jonathan Clarke became extremely popular after the whole Josh Hawley situation in 2010. But I really think that WWE needs to retrack themselves, go back, because I really think that, after years of them, working with Disney to send unfortunate children to Disneyland for the first time, in Disney World, where they used to send a group of unfortunate individuals down to Disney along with 5 or 6 WWE superstars. I thought that was a tremendous, working effort on the part of Disney and WWE to do something like that. And now we're seeing Disney, make fun of the WWE, in their shows. They constantly try to shoot back, and WWE making fun of Disney. It's a war, probably worse than WCW versus WWE on some levels. I don't know. But it doesn't need to be made reference to. I think that it's pointless, especially after in the past years you've worked with Disney, to send kids down to Disneyland, like I just said, on the part of them both working together. Phenomenal campaign they had going down there. But like I said, Walt Disney has got to be turned around in his grave, rolling over in his grave in absolute disgust at WWE for their most recent actions, where they have been constantly bashing WWE. And if it is a direct shot at me, I'd personally like to apologize on the behalf of HEW Entertainment and HEW Entertainment Variety Radio for what WWE has been doing to Disney, making fun of people like Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, and the Jonas Brothers, because it is absolutely unnecessary. And I'd like to just state this for the record. When you hear this YouTube video, you can always leave your comments and opinions on what I had to say about WWE and Disney, because like I said, I'm under the impression that it's because of the reference to Disney that I've made here on this show over the past 12 years. But like I said, I'd just like to state this for the record. The opinions that you hear on HEW Entertainment Variety Radio are sometimes not the opinions of me, they're the opinions of the guests. Sometimes when there isn't a guest, there's an audio commentary where the opinions expressed are the opinions of me. And what you hear generally here on the show are the opinions of me, and it's put together for the show. And in no way, shape, or form should you take the opinions that are expressed by me, the host of the show, the producers of the show, whatever. In no way, shape, or form should you take the opinions of me in a negative fashion, because they're not distributed here on our YouTube channel and our radio form to be taken in a negative light. You just need to suck it up and move on with life, because one day you're going to be dead and you're not going to be able to express your opinion. And that's what I use HEW Entertainment Variety Radio for, and I've used it for the past 12 years as an open forum for the opinions of those that have appeared here on HEW Entertainment to be expressed and to be heard by their fans and people that generally don't get to hear a wrestler or an entertainer's opinion on a constant basis. But the opinions of me are not to be, looked at in a negative way, because they're just the opinions of me, and they're put together for this show as they have been for the past 700. I'm Jonathan Clarke, and you've been listening to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio. Check back here on the website for an upcoming text column In this corner with Jonathan Clarke is going to be taking a look at WWE bashing on Disney, and we're also going to be posting a radio program here on YouTube and on our official radio forum where we take a look at the Selena Gomez-Justin Bieber situation, given his involvement and mentioning of his name on WWE programming by The Rock, John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, and others. The Selena Gomez-Justin Bieber situation is going to be somewhat of a touchy subject, but it is a YouTube video that is coming up here on HEW Entertainment Variety Radio, so make sure you are here to check that one out, because it's going to be fun to talk about it, just as everything else is here on HEW Entertainment Variety Radio. Like I said, the opinions you have heard here for this week's audio commentary might be taken to heart by a lot of people, but as I've said, and I'll go on record for saying it one more time before we get out of here, the opinions of me are just opinions that are put together for the broadcast as they have been for the past 700. Be on the lookout for the Justin Bieber Selena Gomez audio commentary. It's coming up. A lot of touchy subjects are going to be talked about over the next couple of weeks. We're going to try to shake it up a little bit by talking about both, the wrestling world and the entertainment industry, kind of mixing together, just as WWE have been doing. But be on the lookout for that YouTube video. It's going to be made over here in the next couple of weeks and posted. A look at the Selena Gomez-Justin Bieber situation and the text column where I take a look at WWE constantly bashing the Disney Corporation. If you have any opinions, leave it in the YouTube video or leave it in our radio forum. Once you have completed your registration, you'll be able to do so. Submit your comments and opinions in our radio forum. That's one of the things I love about this website. The opinions of you are always appreciated, and we look forward to hearing from you. Forward your opinions and comments to hewwrestling@hotmail.com, or send us a friend's request on MySpace. MySpace.com/HEW Entertainment Radio is the universal redirectional link. And I'll go on record for saying this one final time. The opinions of WWE towards the Disney Corporation, given everything that's happened with Demi Lovato, which was a past audio commentary that I conducted, that can be found on the internet through any major search engine, and the opinions of them towards Justin Bieber and Disney is absolute fuckery, and it doesn't need to be done. But I'd like to personally thank you for taking the time out of your day to download this week's audio commentary. As I said, if you have any opinions or thoughts, leave them in the YouTube video or forward them to us, hewwrestling@hotmail.com. I'm Jonathan Clarke. My thoughts for you this week as I leave you are to stay safe no matter what you're doing in this world, and take every day as it comes, because you never know what to expect from day to day, and that saying can never be more true here in 2011. I'm Jonathan Clarke. Thank you so much. We'll check in with you next week, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, well, at least I'm reading. If you count grrr as a word. And I do.
What are you looking at me for, you troglodyte?
Troglo what?
Look it up!
Wow, that was weird.
You're gonna read that book, and you're gonna read it now!
But reading hurts.
Not as much as this. You see, reading is a joy! Reading takes you to new and exciting places!
Daddy!
You can't see me!
I gotta start reading.
I remember when it was actually fun seeing that guy on television, when he used to do the whole F-U deal, and then he used to do the whole you can't see me deal with his hand and everything like that, and then he just became like a knockoff Vernus P. Worrell once he started spreading these fond messages to fans about reading and friendship and love and the PG shit, and oh man, terrible. John Cena is like one of the worst examples of a professional wrestling hero since Hulk Hogan in the 80s. And now you turn on Disney Channel and see him on Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana was a good show, and you just had to ruin it for me, John. You just had to ruin it for me. God forbid the day you ever show up here on HEW Entertainment Variety Radio, because I think that'll be the day I finally make away with myself. You're listening to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio with myself, Jonathan Clarke. And that's all you need. That's all you need to hear. That's because you people want to hear me, and trust me when I say this, you'll never have to see me.
You can't see me, my time is now.
Walt Disney Pictures presents The Little Mermaid.
Oh my gosh.
For the first time ever on a 2-disc special edition DVD.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sing with me now. The adventure. The fun. The music. The classic story.
I don't know when.
The child is in love with a human.
Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Winner of 2 Academy Awards.
That's right.